What's up, Marvel fans? When you think of Deadpool, what comes to mind? Chimichangas? Breaking the fourth wall? Annoying the heck out of Wolverine? Yeah, all that's true. But what if I told you the Merc with a mouth is secretly one of the most powerful game-breaking characters in the entire Marvel Universe? You might think I'm crazy, but stick with me. Today, we're diving deep into just how absurdly overpowered Wade Wilson really is. And trust me, it goes way beyond his healing factor. Everyone knows about Deadpool's healing. Gets shot, stabbed, blown up, he just comes back, usually with a sarcastic comment. It's often compared to Wolverine's, but Wade's is on a whole other level. While Logan can be killed under very specific circumstances, Deadpool's healing is so ridiculous that he can regenerate from just a single drop of blood or a handful of cells. In one storyline, the Punisher literally blew him to pieces, and all it took was for someone to sweep the Deadpool puddle into a pile for him to start regenerating. He's basically a walking, talking, wisecracking pile of immortal goo. But here's where it gets truly wild. His healing factor isn't just physical, it's mental. His brain is constantly healing and rewriting itself, which is why he's so unpredictable and, let's face it, completely insane. This chaotic mental state makes him immune to telepaths. Professor X, Emma Frost, Jean Grey, some of the most powerful minds on the planet, can't get a read on him. It's just like trying to read a book where the pages are constantly being shuffled and set on fire. This makes him a nightmare opponent for any psychic. So he's physically unkillable and mentally untouchable. What else? Well, let's talk about the curse. At one point, the cosmic entity Thanos, in a fit of jealous rage over Deadpool's relationship with Death herself, cursed Wade with eternal life. That's right. Not by old age, not by disintegration, nothing. Now for the big one, the power that puts him in a league of his own, his fourth wall awareness. This isn't just a funny gimmick for the movies. In the comics, it's a legitimate superpower. Deadpool knows he's a comic book character. He talks to the writers, he reads his own past issues, and he uses his knowledge to his advantage. He can literally pull weapons out of thin air because he knows the plot requires it. He can escape impossible situations simply by realizing yes in the comic, and the rules do apply to him in the same way. Think about it. How do you beat an opponent who knows they're in a story and can manipulate the narrative? He's jumped between comic panels, used speech bubbles as platforms, and even argued with his own narration boxes. This comic awareness gives him a form of reality warping that is subtle but incredibly effective. He can predict his opponent's moves because he might have read the script. He knows about secret weaknesses that other characters do because he has access to information from outside their universe. This power reached its terrifying peak in the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe storyline. In this series, Deadpool's awareness drives him to a new level of insanity. He decides the only way to free everyone is to end the story. So he systematically hunts down and kills every single hero and villain. He uses his knowledge of their personal lives, their weaknesses, and the tropes of comic book storytelling to defeat them. He outsmarted Reed Richards, overpowered the Hulk, and even took down cosmic beings. It was a horrifying display of just how dangerous his meta-knowledge can be when he stops joking around. And if that's not enough, he also possesses a magic satchel. Yes, a Mary Poppins-style bag with infinite space. He can pull out any weapon he's ever owned from it, from katanas and machine guns to ridiculously oversized sci-fi cannons. So, not only is he immortal and aware of his own fiction, but he's also carrying a bottomless armory with him at all times. He's also a master of combat and strategy, which people often forget because of his goofy antics. Before he was Deadpool, Wade Wilson was one of the world's deadliest mercenaries. He's an expert in multiple forms of martial arts, an incredible marksman, and a master of espionage. This chaos is his greatest weapon, throwing even the most disciplined fighters like Captain America or Taskmaster completely off their game. So let's recap. We have a character with a regenerative healing factor that borders on absolute cellular reconstruction. He's immune to telepathy. He's been cosmically cursed to be unable to die. He has to wear he as a fictional character and can use that knowledge to bend the rules of his own universe. He has a magic bag with infinite weapons. And underneath all the jokes, he's one of the most skilled fighters on the planet. When you put all of that together, Deadpool isn't just a funny side character. The next time you see him on screen making a joke, just remember the insane, reality-breaking power hiding behind that red and black mask.